What's up, it's a Ninja Apology back here with another video, and this one's just going to be another quick simple video at Ninja Street Obstacle Academy. This one is a much tougher course than typical ones, implied by the title of this video, but yeah, this was a pretty brutal course, had lots of intense grip strength obstacles, and a lot of just tricky obstacles where one simple mistake would cause you to fall, so you guys are going to see how my run turned out. The first obstacle here was a giant ring swing, so you had to push the ring onto the other platform, which was pretty far away. The next one was you had to step onto this rock wall, travel across the ring to some more rock wall holds there, and then from those ones you actually had to transition and jump to the other side where some more rock holds awaited. So it's kind of a rock wall navigation type obstacle. The next one here was going to be the coin flip here, which you had to step right on the middle or they'd flip and then cause you to fall. After that, you had to run over and do the warped wall 14 feet as typical. So I decided to take a breath and then just run up there like so. The next obstacle here was going to be a jumping spider onto the giant red spinning object. That's pretty much all I could describe because you have to trampoline jump and then you have to grab on each side or it will spin from underneath you onto the dismount on the other side like so. This time I did not put a hole in the wall. So the next one was going to be up for grabs, and that bar is actually attached to it by some magnets, so when you jump onto it, it will go into the cradle. Hopefully if you do it right, it's very tricky. So you have to go onto that platform, jump onto the trampoline, and then it carries the bar with you onto the cradle. It is very taxing for your grip because it is a huge jar. And then you have to actually swing and do a reverse cliffhanger lâché. So you have to grab the other side, which is a blind grab, as so. And then you have to swing onto that cliffhanger, which is pretty small, onto the dismount like so. Then it was going to be a very tricky combo of the salmon ladder and snapback combo. You got to climb up the salmon ladder because you have to go down, then you have to go across the salmon ladder. So taking a moment here, just making sure the bar is nice and even before I start it. And then you have to go down a couple, I think it was 2 rungs like so. Then you have to swing and transition to the other side. Land it on there, and then once there, you could go onto the flywheel. Onto one of those bookshelf type objects. And then you will do a very, very thin flywheel, so it's much more tricky. You have to catch it very close to your face or your hands will slip. And then there's snapback at the end here. At this point, you're probably a little taxed. Well, I was a little taxed, and then I accidentally tapped the top there. I don't think I grabbed it, but I got DQ'd for it because I happened to touch the top there, which you were not allowed to do. However, during the rerun there, I'm just going to show you the salmon ladder down part onto the snapback lane and what would have been the next obstacle. So down those 2 salmon ladder rungs once again, and then you were going to transition to the other side, keep it up there, try to save some energy by going up a run, and then you could just reach the flywheel, which I did there, onto the bookshelf. And then once again, this obstacle combo was pretty deadly here. A decent amount of people failed there onto the snapback. And then a decent amount of people also failed the obstacle before that with that lâché lane. So this was a pretty tricky course overall. And then this time I didn't touch the wooden beam, so I wouldn't have gotten DQ'd there. And then the final obstacle here was going to be the ultimate cliffhanger, which is pretty taxing when you put this as the final obstacle on the course. So then you have to travel up the cliffhanger and across, and there's going to be a lâché at the end as you're about to see, which makes it very tricky overall. This is pretty similar to the one on the show because you have to start with that upward one, and then you have a big reach to go with that once you get to the little end of this mini part here. So then you have to swing up, grab the very top of the cliffhanger. Got a little cut out there, but you could still tell it's there. And then once you're there, you have to actually swing downwards, like on this show, onto another cliffhanger ledge, catch it there, and then you have to go across it. And now, like the recent seasons, you have to go across by swinging across the cliffhanger like so. Land it there, and then they just swing to the dismount on the other side, You could grab that one over there if you wanted to, or you could just go for the dismount, which I did as so, which would have been complete then. Despite not even attempting the last obstacle, I still was able to get second of the main competitors that were there, just because this course was very tough and most people failed on earlier ones, like the one where you had to move the bar onto the cradle with the reverse cliffhanger, or just even on earlier obstacles, because this course was very tough overall. A lot of people couldn't even get to where I made it. So yeah, overall, got second place despite that simple mistake. But yeah, again, those simple mistakes could happen anywhere on the course, and I still had a good run. So proud of it. Did the hard obstacles earlier on and was able to do it afterwards. So I knew I could complete the course, as you guys could tell. But once on the cliffhanger, I was super pumped out because of all the obstacles beforehand, and doing that combo of the salmon ladder snapback right before then was really tough. But yeah, overall, good run. See you guys next time.